All right, guys, welcome to Lunch with the Lawyer. I think we're on number 7. I got Byron Cogburn with me here, and he's from Home Services.
It's Cogburn's Home Services.
All right, formerly Cogburn General.
Cogburn Service General.
Yeah. So this is my AC guy, my AC heating guy. Known him for quite a while now, and he keeps this place cold and hot and all that stuff at the appropriate temperature. All right, so we're going to start with, I got tacos from Taqueria Monterrey down the street, and that was a pretty cool effect. I'll open up. There we go. And so there's no way I spelled Taqueria after. There we go. You can get them on Uber Eats. They are on 3305 South Mayhill. It's a little spot over here. You know, everything's carry out. It took a little longer than I'd like, especially since it was just carry out. But I heard good things about them, and so here we have the tacos right here. So we're gonna try one of each, and then we're gonna give it a score. So hold on.
Yeah, they look good.
They look pretty good. Yeah.
What is this?
One of each.
Oh, it's a potato.
They gave you a potato.
Yeah.
One of each. We got the brisket. We got the al pastor, which is the more orange one. And we got the barbacoa in the middle. So I get the classics. All three. Whoa, that's a thick sauce, isn't it?
There's some kind of sauce
give,
here.
Oh.
A little taste.
Came back up.
Oh, it's a spicy avocado. It's really hot.
I'm good with
It's
that.
really spicy.
Listen, if they give me a sauce,
It's really
try.
spicy.
You don't have to. I ain't scared.
I mean, it's like habanero hot.
Oh, I'm gonna try it. Oh yeah, which reminds me. Hold on one sec. Let me get us a drink. What do you want to drink?
Water's fine.
Water. All right.
Yeah, that's why they give you a lemon, give you a lime, and a potato. You know?
Yeah. No, it's you know, they're playing the Mexican soap operas in there. It's pretty legitimate. So.
It's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
That sauce is hot.
Mm-hmm. That sauce has got some burn
And
to
you
it.
just put like 2 little dots on your taco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't want to overwhelm it. I want to taste it. Barbacoa is real good. Al pastor.
Yeah, barbacoa is my favorite. But really could have been, you have more cilantro on yours.
Mm-hmm.
Try this one right here.
I say it's a pretty good solid taco. Fajita's okay. That al pastor is pretty good. That barbacoa, they did it right.
Did you get 2 different types of meat?
This is 3. So
Okay.
this is
The brisket or whatever this one was.
that's the barb. Let me see it.
Barbacoa?
That's barbacoa.
Okay,
Yeah.
barbacoa is good.
That's probably the al pastor. Yeah,
Al
that's the
pastor.
Al pastor.
To me,
And that
that's
one is
very little flavor.
fajita, beef fajita. Yeah, I mean, usually, again, I'm no expert, but I've done now like 6 of these. The al pastor generally has more flavor. I like a greasy taco. Most people probably don't.
Yeah.
Um,
Like the barbacoa. Barbacoa is pretty greasy.
yeah,
Al
but it's all
Pastor's-
about the taste. Did you try the
No.
fajita yet? Try the
No.
fajita. Usually, so what I found is how that goes is how the rest of it goes. It's good, not really flavorful, and usually they can do pretty good with those.
Yeah.
So 1 to 10, the way I usually generally rank it, follow the 1 bite rules, which is a 7 is like you'd go there. You know what I'm saying? Under 7, it's like, I'd eat there. Down to 6, under 5 is probably like, I wouldn't. 7 is like, yeah, that'd be a place that's good.
Yeah.
8 is like, I'll drive past the 2 other spots to get there.
Yeah, right.
And then 9 is like, man, if
Man, I would
if
just
I'm
do
close.
whatever I had to do. I'd ride my bicycle to get there.
Yeah, anything above
I
9.
hitchhike to get there. And that's about the lowest thing you can do.
So I would call
hardest thing to
these a solid 7.
7, that means you'd go there.
I go there. Yeah. And I do go there. I don't usually get tacos. I get other stuff. I think they're pretty good.
Yeah, I think for me, probably just because of the sauce. I like that avocado.
Avocado is
Spicy
pretty good,
avocado
honestly.
sauce. It's really good.
And it's got some real
The
spice to it.
fajita
They're,
and the
they're not
barbacoa
playing
is
around.
really good. The El Pascal's
Yeah.
not enough flavor for me.
No, that's it. Yeah, the Al Pastor, it's supposed to be
El
the most
Pastor.
flavor. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's supposed to be the most flavorful. Last time I had the brisket the fajita was excellent.
Yeah,
this one, barbacoa is by far the best. So if you're gonna go with it, the barbacoa is the way to go. And again, a 7. I like it, but
I think
not great.
I'm in the 6 and 7, like
6.5. You can give
6.5,
6.5.
6.5.
All right, 6.5. I'm gonna say a 7. You'd agree with the sauce, pretty good.
That's what
That
pulls
sauce,
me in. That's what pulls me in.
that sauce is pretty good. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I would completely skip the Al Pastor.
I would skip it too.
It just wasn't.
And I'd probably just go with the fajita taco.
That was good too.
Yeah, the fajita I thought was the best.
Yeah.
But of course, you like the greasier taco.
And again, I say that. I'm like, look, my favorite, there's a place called Fuel City in Dallas. I don't know if you've been there. But, man, but it's greasy. And so
Yeah.
if you don't like greasy, you'll hate that.
No.
All right. Let's move this out of the way. 1 second. All right, so Cogburn Home Services.
Well, we actually operate by Cogburn Heating and Air.
Heating and Air.
Yeah.
And that's your mainstay, right?
Well, that's what we're doing business as, Cogburn's Heating and Air.
Okay, and so but that's everything, right?
Right.
You'll sell it to you. You'll sell you the filters.
Filters. Yeah, we have an
You'll
online
repair it.
shop where we sell filters online. We have service agreements. We do AC repair, heat repair,
And what's
AC replacement.
what's your website?
CogburnsHeatingandAir.com.
There you go, and there you are. Oh,
Yeah.
look at that. You got AC service, $59 per system, plus $20 off any repair, including Freon.
Right.
So there you go. They can go to your website, get a
And
coupon.
so I'm going to recommend that. I just wrote an article about the coronavirus.
Okay.
So if you go to Helpful Tips,
All right.
just there, you may want to go through and read that. Those who out there are watching this.
Okay. Let's talk about that. You got a system in mind called the what's that called?
I think yours is the product is a Halo.
Halo, yes. It's a Halo system, which basically routes it uses ionization to make.
Well, yeah, it takes the oxygen and the moisture that's in the air and combines those together to make H2O2, which is a peroxide.
Okay.
So it pretty much produces what do you call them? Hydroxyls.
Yes. There you go.
hydroxyl.
You better than me, man. I don't know.
But the other thing that it does, it actually polarizes a particle and causes those particles to agglomerate or join together. to make a larger particle so that your filter can remove them.
Okay, and this is kind of what hospitals use. Is that correct?
Well, clean rooms, hospitals, they use that technology.
Okay,
The
and this
thing
is a
about
home
it
base.
is, when we're coming to looking at viruses, if you go ahead and open that, if you can open up that blog of that article I wrote. Viruses are so small and they're not like bacteria. They don't really live. I mean, they're not classified as a living thing.
Yeah, that's what the whole thing with the mask is, right?
Yeah. Well, the mask.
You got to have a certain hole size.
Well, what's look at this. If you look at this.
Oh, that's cool.
Can you see this on?
Yeah, they're seeing it.
So there's a red blood cell. Then you have that pathogen, that coronavirus pathogen, which is really small, which is the blue. Yeah,
Oh
right
yeah.
there.
So this is a bacteria.
Yeah.
He's about 5 times the size, it looks like.
Yeah. So
And there's the mask you're talking about.
particles filtered by mass,
0.007.
yeah.
Woo!
Well, see that? See the size of that coronavirus right there?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be the largest they typically get, but they will actually go below the size of that particle of the
Okay.
mask that the mask can filter out. So that's kind of the challenge, is that you really can't filter out 100% of them. If you go down a little further, you can see kind of there's what 1 micron is compared to a coffee grind.
Yeah.
Right?
Sand, table
Yeah.
salt.
And red blood cell. So
And usually
that
you're
coronavirus.
dealing with here pollen. That's kind of what people hire you
Yeah.
to get rid of for the most part, right?
But the only way you can actually get rid of a any kind of virus is that you have to inactivate its nucleus and then you have to filter it out.
Okay.
Well, the problem is that it's so small, your home filters can't filter this thing out.
Yeah. No way.
So-
Even down to those really high HEPA filters,
Yeah,
right?
like see, most homes have.
Oh, these are the MERVs.
Yeah. So
yeah, so you see this, and they use different stuff, right? So like there's something else besides the MERV, but the MERV is always on there, right?
Yeah, the MERV's always on. It's
But
just
there's
a
something
rating.
else, right? There's some other ratings that are
Well,
sometimes
MERV
on
rates
there.
particles from atmospheric dust all the way up to what the naked eye can see
Okay.
and beyond. So MERVs are used.
So this is what they're looking for.
That's pretty much a military standard, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying some other brands use like their own stuff.
Oh, they use
right?
dust spot and things like that,
Yeah.
but the MERV is where you want to be.
Where you
Most
wanna be.
homes today, I would say, probably have a 4-inch filter in their systems, and they're MERV 11s.
Okay, a MERV 11. And
11.
to
So
get the
it's-
MERV 20, that's still probably not getting...
Well, that restricts the air so much that you can't run a system with a MERV 20 in there constantly,
Gotcha.
unless you have multiple MERV 11s in there, like maybe this whole wall was one big filter.
Oh, wow.
And you had 5 MERV 20s
Yeah.
in there, then you'd be able to move enough air through it
Okay.
over a period of time.
Okay, but nobody's...
With no restriction.
Yeah, so you're saying have to be like a whole system where filter,
it just
and
had
then
to
you
be-
get down to little, so
Yeah.
that they could catch enough to where it's not going to clog up immediately.
Yeah.
Because basically, if you put a MERV 20 in there, it's immediately going to clog up.
Yeah.
There's going to be okay.
So what this article stemmed from is that there's a lot of HVAC companies. We've been here in Denton since 1999. So right now there's a lot of HVAC companies that are promoting one product that will take care of the coronavirus.
Yeah. What are they promoting?
Well, they're promoting either UV lights or like the Halo.
The Halo.
The microdynamic air scrubber.
I use
which
my-
are good products, but I'll explain to you here in a minute how you really can what you have to do to really get a handle over it. You can't just use one individual product.
Okay. So we installed the Halo. The problem I have, this is a really old house, and it was just musty.
Right.
Just couldn't get the mustiness out of it. So we installed it. For people who don't know, again, it uses magic to create
Hydroxyls.
hydroxyls, which to you smells like hydrogen peroxide.
Yeah.
And it's close. It's like hydrogen,
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
For me and you, it smells like hydrogen peroxide. And when you first install it, you kind of turn it up to get everything clean, and then you can turn it down.
Yeah, then you can adjust it down.
It down, which is where we're at. And so,
What Seth had was like a kind of a moldy issue, like you could just smell it a little bit. So
Yeah.
we installed that, and I think it was probably 3 or 4 days. We had to taper it down a little bit.
Yeah.
And then maybe it was another 3 or 4 days. We had to reduce it down a little bit more, and now it's pretty much neutralized it.
It really did. I think it really helped a lot. objectively, every time I stepped in my house, like you say, moldy, musty, just old house smell. And using that, we used it upstairs, and then I think y'all even took it down and used it downstairs. And by now, man, I feel like it did a good job.
Yeah.
But you're saying that's not enough.
Not on
for the COVID virus.
Not on a virus because the particle is so small.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like 0.06 microns to 0.154 microns, pretty small.
Okay.
And then you have to deactivate the nucleus. You have to kill it, and there's not many things that can kill it. I mean, cold fusion can kill it, but I don't even know what cold fusion is.
I don't even know. Cold fusion? Have they got that?
Yeah, I mean, if you had cold fusion, what you have to do is you have to inactivate the nucleus,
okay,
and then filter it out. Cold fusion is probably the most effective way. We don't have cold fusion.
No.
What we have is UV lights and things like UV lights.
And that's what they used to use, to keep the herpes off our face in high school, right?
Yeah,
we'd put our goggles. We'd put our goggles in that little cabinet, and you turn on the UV light.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So what a lot of companies doing are they're just recommending one product to fight this problem, but what I've discovered just out of my writing this article here was that there's about a 4-step approach. First, you kind of need to get out like any dust and hair and stuff kind of out of your system, so get any kind of particulates out so that the virus didn't have a place to land and stay.
Okay.
And then implement a UV light. Use the UV technology.
Okay. So the first one, that would be a filter.
We'll get rid of that. Kind of clean a little bit.
And you got to clean. Yeah, you can't
do some just basic cleaning. Get the system kind of cleaned out.
Yeah.
And then install a UV light between the furnace and the coil, or right before the coil in your HVAC system, which you may not know where that's at, but it's a good spot to put it because the air kind of slows down right there, and it gives the UV light enough time
to kill it,
deactivate more of the nucleuses of the viruses. Then on the other side of that coil, use the technology that you have, which is the Halo technology.
I think mine was called a Rheem Halo technology.
Yeah, Rheem.
Okay.
Now right now we're using the microdynamic air scrubbers, which is an excellent product too. But the bulb life is a little longer.
Same technology?
Same technology.
Okay.
So what happens is you get the particles out. Then you have to implement at that point a better filtration system, and the higher the MERV rating, the better. But
you're saying that higher. What's the highest that they won't have to change out every day?
MERV 11. Okay. MERV 11 is the actually a good threshold for a 6-month filter. But if we're just looking like over the next 2 or 3 months to really help our household out a little bit, we've actually stocked up on the MERV 15s on our online shop.
Okay.
It's something that you don't want to use year round, but the MERV 15s are like 94%
right
efficient.
Now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's expensive.
Yeah.
But and use a MERV 14. You have the UV light, and then you do a simple particulate removal of the intake of your system.
Is the MERV related to thickness?
No. Well,
can I get a MERV? Would you say 16? Can I get a MERV 16 in the thin ones? Because I do. I have down here. I have a thick. It's like more than 4 inches, isn't it? I got like a really thick one.
The one downstairs is a 4-inch.
Is it 4-inch?
4-inch.
That's 4-inch. Okay. It's a thick one.
It's a thick. Yeah.
And then the ones upstairs are like 1/2 inch.
The 1 inch. Yeah. So the one upstairs in the smaller system, I think that's maybe like a 1.5 ton or 2 ton system upstairs. Excuse me. You can actually go up to like a MERV. They actually make a MERV 13 in that 1 inch. We actually carry a MERV 13.
But to get more than that, you would probably have to get thicker.
You'd have to go thicker.
Okay.
A higher
so MERV. It's related, but they're cramming as much as they can in that 1 inch.
Yeah.
And then after that.
And then
And you can kind of fill it. If I go buy my MERV 5, it's like. Two pieces of tissue paper on it, and then as you get to these MERV higher ones, you pick them up. They got some heft.
You'll also notice that the higher the MERV rating, the more pleats there will be. Like in a MERV 11, there might be 20 pleats, but a MERV 16,
will just
MERV
be kind of wavy.
Oh yeah, MERV 8's like kind of wavy.
Kind of wavy.
The MERV 6 is just flat.
Flat, yeah.
But MERV 4 is probably just flat.
Yeah.
Okay. But, so the MERV 15s are probably that's the highest MERV rating that I could find in a residential filter.
So you're saying to get the best result, clean clean your house. Make sure they
Well,
keep it clean.
you need to clean the HVAC system out a little bit on the
okay.
intake side. You know, a lot of the intakes where the grill is in the ceiling,
Okay.
from that point to the equipment,
Yeah.
it's pretty dirty. And then there's
Okay.
a filter typically in the
And your
attic.
company would do something like that. You call your HVAC company. or do
Well,
I
if
need
the homeowner can't do that,
Okay.
if the homeowner doesn't want to mess
but
with
you
that,
can just a homeowner can just
take a vacuum cleaner or broom, get all that stuff out of there.
they're cleaning like the intake grates. Is
The
that what they're
grill-
doing?
Well, see, your house has the lower grills.
Okay.
But a lot of homes have grills that are in the ceiling,
Yeah.
registers that are in the ceiling.
Yeah.
So they'd have to like open that register up and then clean that duct out that goes between
Oh,
that
okay.
register and the equipment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you clean that, and then you put in you said the UV filter.
Yeah. Well, I can't tell you what we put together if you
Okay.
don't mind me
Do
sharing with
it.
everybody.
Do it.
Well, once I discovered what was the right steps we need to follow, again, a lot of companies are just offering one thing, and
Well,
they're
look-
really pushing this like this is the all-in-all solution, but in reality, it's really not. So, what I've done is I bundled these services together. You know, what would it take to get this done where we really have a handle over it? And typically, a simple system cleaning is like $700 probably. And then a UV light would be usually around $700, and the air scrubber is normally around $1,500. I think
That's about right.
yeah. I don't know. I may give.
I think you gave me a deal. I'm not going to tell these people I got a deal.
So normally, see if you add those up, it'd be like 1,500, 700, and 700. So what we've done is we kind of bundled this package together, and then the air filter itself, you got to throw that in there. So we bundled this package together, and we're doing the whole thing for like $19.95.
Okay, so $2,000.
$2,000.
Now again, just to be clear,
Per system.
people are doing. I mean, it's the approach that everybody's doing now, right? If you look at the science, there's no one social distancing that works. But if you cancel the schools, if you cancel the restaurants, the theaters, and you don't travel that much, and you don't gather in groups of 10 or more, if you do all that, you can start reducing the percentage of deaths. That's the same thing here, right? Maybe one thing won't work, just cleaning won't work.
Right.
But if you do enough of it, you're greatly increasing the chances.
Sure.
And even if, maybe the maybe coronavirus is never going to make it in your home, but for $2,000, you have a system that's going to last you for many years, that is going to clean up and keep your house nice.
Yeah,
and
so once
fresh.
all this is done, then all those things that's implemented is going to keep your equipment
because this isn't the
cleaner.
only virus we got. We got flu. We got every year we got flu.
Oh, yeah.
Every year we got a different one.
It's really not. I didn't really think about like the fear tactic on the coronavirus. What I was thinking is, what is the if you knew me a little bit, you'd know that it has to be 100% right, or I'm just not going to deal with it. So, so after my research, I figured out, well, this is what really needs to happen. You know? And the UV light will actually kill bacteria, molds, and things that builds up in the evaporator. And then the halo, which uses that crazy technology to combine molecules to produce hydrogen.
And again, I'll testify it really works. That no doubt.
I know, that's
thing
amazing.
works. And you get kind of, for the first few months, you're like, man, it's kind of smelling like hydrogen peroxide. But look, I'm telling you, it was 100 times better than smelling like mold and mildew. You know what I'm saying? There's no doubt.
Well, it also gets rid of pet odors and cooking. I mean, a lot of stuff.
It's wonderful. It works great. So I'm going to testify. I like the Halo system. It works really well.
I think HVAC companies right now are on just the Halo system.
Yeah.
And the air scrubber, they're selling those for like $995 or $1,000 just alone.
Gotcha. And so you $2,000, you get the whole system.
Yeah, we bundled it all together to get the UV light, the scrubber, get the debris, particulates out of the return ducts.
All right. And how has this lockdown? I mean, you're one of the industries that maybe it doesn't affect too much. I don't know. Does it? Did people?
Well,
not
yeah,
watch
we
it
had. There's been probably. I mean, this week has been. We've had some business, but I would say it's like a third. I mean, we were booked from last week. We were booked Monday and Tuesday. When I came into the office Monday, there was just a handful of calls on the board, and then those rescheduled. And I'm like talking to my service manager. I'm like, what in the world's going on here? He's like, everybody's rescheduling.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So
it's absolutely crazy. Look,
but I come to the conclusion it's probably, of course, I lead my life by everything happens, in divine timing. So it's probably all for the better of us.
Yeah.
Somehow or another.
Somehow this guy gets away with it. It's all going to be okay. I can't tell you how many times he's told me, don't worry about it. Like, you can't do that, Byron.
Everything works out.
By the way, sure enough, it works out. And I'm like, I can't just do that. Yeah. Look, I don't know. I'm no genius, obviously. I can't even tell you what hydrogen peroxide does. But it's going to hurt everybody.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt everybody. I mean, there's no doubt. If you think this is just going to be a temporary thing where like, oh, no, it's cool. Just chill inside for a second.
Yeah.
Everything will be all good. That is, I mean, we're already seeing the hurt from the people in the direct industries that are shut down. The gyms, the bars, those people are just hurting so
Well, now they've shut down. I went over to Massage Envy this morning.
Yeah.
And they're closing down.
They canceled my appointment this morning.
Yeah, that's why I rushed over there this morning because I was booked last week.
And so
next week.
But that's like short term. The whole thing people don't understand. There's no doubt. I'm not saying something that's controversial. I'm saying something that anybody can tell you, and all the research will tell you. As you flatten the curve, you don't cut off the curve. The curve of the epidemic. You flatten it.
Right.
When you flatten it, you extend it out. There's nobody who will tell you any otherwise. You look at the data.
Interesting.
You're flattening it, but you're extending it out.
Interesting.
So just know that the more we flatten it, which there's different, by the way, I can't find a reliable opinion on how much we're flattening it so far.
Right.
Nobody can tell me like, oh no, we're good, we're here, we're expecting this
kind of curve.
It's
not going to be like
some people are like, look, it's too late. We should have done this 10 days ago.
Yeah.
In 10 days, we're going to be Italy, and then I don't know how that works because here in Denton County, we have like 4 total cases, which account how many millions of people do we have in our county? Over 1 million people, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not a small rural county.
Yeah, right.
We have some major cities with hundreds of thousands of people. We have 4 cases and everything is shut down. That's
yeah.
So for you to tell me that no, we should have done this 10 days ago, I'm like, what? Like
yeah, what would that matter?
So I don't know where we're at on the curve. So don't pretend I can't tell you what we're at. What I can tell you is the science is if you flatten the curve, it's going to extend it out. And I don't know. I don't think anybody is quite prepared. I just don't think anybody's prepared for that. Yeah. I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
I don't think so either.
Because again, they're talking about.
I mean, I'm thinking 2 weeks. That's a long time.
People are going to go crazy, man. I don't know. People are going to go.
Yeah, 2 weeks is a long time.
We can pretend 2 weeks is a long time.
But it may be 2 months.
2 months is the minimum.
Months.
The United States government is already planning for 2 months. They're already saying we're going to do 2 months worth of these payments to people or whatever. That's what I'm telling people. I'm like, that's just their start. They're admitting right there, 2 months. Can America do this for 2 months?
Yeah.
And survive? Even if you think we can, to pretend that it's not going to be like, man, really tough. Really tough.
Well, once we get through this, I think what the good thing about it is that the next time it happens, we're even going to be more prepared because it's going to happen again.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the age of war here.
That's the good thing, and it's what you're talking about. I mean, it relates to you doing all the things now with the filters and everything. The precautionary.
Be a little proactive.
Everyone's Taiwan did a wonderful job. They get an A.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. Slow Island did a wonderful job. They already had this stuff in place. They already, to go through a airport, when you arrive at the airport, they had machines that instead of scanning for bonds, it scanned you for a fever. And if you had a fever, you were quarantined. They already had that. That wasn't for this. It's not like, oh, we put that in place. They already had the infrastructure. So I'm with you. The good news is, once we get through this, hopefully the infrastructure will be there. The bad news is we have really short attention spans and memories.
Yeah.
And we put stuff in place for the last one, which was SARS.
Was it SARS?
MERS.
Oh.
What was the last one?
I don't know.
The
Ebola.
pig
It wasn't Ebola.
Well, no, we didn't. I don't think we put Ebola as like a special one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we put something in place that was.
Was that with Obama or Bush?
That was Obama. So I think it was SARS or MERS. We put some stuff in place, and then they literally took it off like last year.
Had to be MERS, yeah.
What's that?
Had to be MERS.
I think it was MERS.
Yeah.
So that was last year.
Yeah.
That they took it off because they were like, we don't need it.
Oh my God.
It was like late last year they took it off. The pandemic stuff that we had.
Yeah, that's
the pandemic.
crazy.
But again, hopefully not. Hopefully this time we'll be like, oh, we're good. We don't want to spend
Right.
$1 trillion helping people out while they stay inside.
Sure.
So, but I would say hopefully your industry, my industry, look, we're going to have if you don't think that a depression or a recession or whatever you're calling whatever is happening next, it's going to result in a crime wave. So I'm good.
Yeah.
Being stuck inside, guess what's going to happen?
I think we're our service is necessary. I mean,
Yes.
we need to keep the heat and the cooling. And
Oh,
all that
people
going
stuck
for-
inside. Imagine we get to June. By the way, what was it yesterday here? 75 degrees?
Oh yeah.
We had 75 degrees here yesterday. We've already had a couple of those days.
Yeah.
What's going to happen in June? 90 degrees.
Yeah.
And they're all stuck inside. You ain't going
Right.
nowhere.
Well, you got nursing homes. You have.
Yeah.
I mean, you have all these places that are just going to require heating and
So
cooling.
few of those.
What we're trying to do is just take precaution.
Yes.
Just have common sense. Wear our little booties. Distance ourselves. Have respect for
Look,
the
you see this
homeowners.
distance? Most distance I've had in any of these videos so far. So I don't want to hear
Yeah,
it.
we're at
Don't-
least-
don't at me.
we're at least
I have
4.5
one
feet.
person in my house, and we're all healthy. No signs. I got tested yesterday to go into the detention center, the juvenile detention center. They had to. First of all, I couldn't. I had to have non-contact. They call it
Yeah.
through the glass pane, which they never did. But then they had to zap me, and I'm like, "Why are you? If I'm
Was that
just
just
gonna
a temperature?
What's that?
zap?
Yeah, they gave me
Oh,
just
gotcha.
a little temperature gun. Boop. Okay, you don't have a fever. Yeah, I know that. If I had a fever, I wouldn't be here. So you do. Hopefully our industries, I think, will recover and not be a big problem. Also, I don't know. I've had hard times, so I'm good.
Well, no, we're having a challenge
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's February is the biggest dip month of our business year. So we're coming out of February, and then we had a couple of really good weeks in March. Then all of a sudden, this happened. It's like,
But again,
My
you're
goodness.
also coming in towards summer.
yeah. Then we're
And
just
things
headed
are
towards
starting to
summer.
start getting warm.
Yeah.
And the one thing people aren't going to do is be like, well, I can live
You
without
know,
my-
we have like, I don't know, 600 service agreement customers, and they still, I mean, most will let us come out. So we're
Yeah.
run a little bit of a skeleton crew, but a lot of
Yeah.
our service room, our club members are.
Well, they should have you come out, do the whole system. Then they could scrub out any viruses you brought in.
Well,
And again, I would just want to make this is in a place where only 4 people even have it.
yeah.
Or have been tested for it, positive for it. I
Yeah.
don't know. Again, maybe 1,000 people have it.
Who knows?
They tell us, oh, maybe me and you have it. I don't know how that works. All I know is
We may have had it for like
4
months.
affirmed. Yeah, that's what. 4 confirmed in millions of people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
know.
so, but
Well, how many people are in the United States?
360 million with illegal
Yeah,
immigrants. I believe.
360 million. So in the United States and our territories, we've had, I think, 200 deaths
Yes.
out of.
It might be up to 300. I don't know.
I think that was
Crazy. Let's call it 300 just to be
300
conservative.
out of 600 million.
360 million.
Yeah.
So 1 out of a million.
So you got a one out of million.
1 out of a million chance.
You got a one out of million.
1 out of a
chance.
million chance. And again, I don't want to downplay it. I get it. We all have family and friends who are elderly.
We want to keep it contained.
Yes.
Do our part.
Absolutely.
Flatten that curve.
Absolutely.
Flatten the
Absolutely. Flatten the curve, but be prepared that means it's going to
curve.
be
A
longer. So just be prepared.
period.
That's all I'm going to say. And I just am worried if we can't keep everybody doing this enough to even kill look, all it takes is everybody stay inside, like everybody just stay inside for 2 weeks, and then we'd be good. We can't do that. Like,
No.
impossible as humans. So if we can't do that, I wonder how many people are going to be severely panicking this time 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks, and really it's only been a week since we've been completely shut down, if that. And now 2 more weeks, I'm telling you.
I think this is pretty much the first really week, isn't it?
I mean, didn't officially shut down, I think Thursday, like they shut down the schools and stuff. They said they extended the spring break. Then they said it's going to go through April.
Yeah.
But then just last night, I think, is when gyms had to close. Massage
not
stores.
parlors, did they?
Not parlors. I almost said it. Don't go to massage would be the opposite of a massage parlor. I think it was created just for people who didn't want to accidentally run into a massage parlor. Massage envy? All right, not a massage parlor.
Yeah.
No, so they had to close everything down. So we're not even like a week into it, really.
Right.
And everybody's, getting used to it. But 2 months, let's say it's 2 months. I think that's the minimum of what they expect.
Yeah.
From the start to the end, at minimum is 2 months. What are people going to do in a month from now?
Yeah.
It's going to get crazy. This...
the restaurant industry by itself.
Well, they're doing... So now we'll have a million... Everybody from the bars will now be doing DoorDash and delivering stuff from restaurants, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're going to be doing. Hopefully delivering stuff from...
so at least maybe...
What is up with the toilet paper? I don't understand it.
I don't know. I was so worried. I went and bought some. I was like, what is everybody buying?
No, I went... By the way, we were almost out. It's like... And I went to just buy some, and I'm like, I'm not going to buy a lot because other people will need it.
Yeah.
And then, there's none.
There's none.
Zero. I went to 3 stores.
I went to Kroger, Walmart, Dollar General.
Yeah, Dollar General is what they said. I went there, same thing.
Yeah. What's the other one? What's the one on Colorado Boulevard?
Family
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree. I found some at Dollar Tree. No, I found some at Dollar Tree. What?
It's got to be like half ply.
Well, I don't know.
It's really $1. Isn't Dollar Tree actually $1?
I don't know. I didn't care. I just wanted to make sure you get.
Was it the single rolls maybe?
No, it was 4 packs.
Pack? Nice. All right. Well, I don't get it.
I don't either.
I bought a bidet. It's coming.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. It was like $15.
Okay.
It's $15. What's wrong with a bidet?
$15?
I wish.
Is it a used bidet?
It's a Chinese. Straight
the Chinese bidet.
Coronavirus all over it.
Sun Tzu China.
I'm gonna scrub it good. No, so I don't get the toilet paper because again, there's stuff there that would be, I think, again, not more important. I understand toilet paper is important.
Yeah, but I don't know how that.
But more like what? Yeah, I don't. I'm like. First of all the people who were ordering it last week, aren't you done?
Yeah.
Don't you have enough? Did you come back for more? Were you like, no?
Maybe it's just a cheap investment, so they're just going to turn around and maybe.
We buy a big pack. It's a family of 4.
Yeah.
And it lasts us, I think, 2 weeks.
Lord, yeah.
We
I know.
We buy a big pack. You know what I'm saying? 2 weeks.
I know.
So how many? You got 3 of those. 4 of those are good for the 2 months we're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't get it. And
I'm thinking 16 rolls will last eternity, but my wife says no.
Well, the more women you have,
yeah, well, the more it takes.
That crashes.
Toilet paper
the fraternity can make a month off of a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Sorority is like that's one day.
That'll make one day.
All right. So, anyways, I appreciate you coming out and having lunch.
Yeah.
Cogburn Heating and
Cogburn Heating and Air, yeah. And you can check my website out. Read the article that I wrote. It's at cogburnsheatingandair.com.
And what I'll say, my plug, Byron always makes it right. Like I can't tell you, he always makes it right. That's it.
Yeah.
He always makes it right. If you're unhappy, he always makes it right. The only people who are unhappy are crazy people, and you can't. We all have those.
Well,
I have clients who are like, he should have. Magically transported something. I don't know.
Right, exactly.
Other than that, you can check out his reviews. I think you'll see the good reviews. And, check out his website, Cogburn Heating and Air, anywhere in the Denton area, right?
Denton.
Y'all go anywhere?
Iron Village.
DFW.
Argyle.
Give him a check out.
Prosper.
He's good people. I've known him for a long time. It was a good lunch.
Yeah, I enjoyed
Tacos
it.
weren't bad. We'll probably finish the rest of them if you want, and then we'll go from there. Guys, thanks. Do all the stuff, subscribe or whatever, and go on Google and everything, and leave me good reviews because I'm awesome. So anyways, thanks guys, and see you later.